Welcome back to the pod.
Oh my gosh, it's been so long.
It's been so long. I'm Vanessa Kingery.
I am Alyssa Rex, and we are excited to be back, finally. Yes. It's, there's so much to catch you guys up on that it's going to take multiple episodes. So just stay tuned for our slow life update, because we don't want to just, trauma dump on you all at once.
Yeah. Nor do you guys want that.
No, it would be
you don't want that.
The rest of the day you'd be listening to this podcast.
It would be.
So,
but we will slowly update you guys on what life has been like for us and what we've been working on. And we have some really exciting things coming with the podcast too, that we'll just kind of drop at the end of this episode. My husband interrupted us. So rude. If you're listening to this on audio, on Spotify, that's cool, but you should also go check us out on YouTube.
Yes, we are recording now. We're calling this an official season 2 comeback.
Yes.
So it's been like a year since we've podcasted. And so why don't you start and just give us a little brief recap of what's changed in the last year of your life.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I have a baby.
Yeah, you're a mom now.
I'm a mom now. My son Knox is almost 3 months old. Which is crazy. He is the most perfect human being to ever exist, besides Jesus Christ. That sounded very sacrilegious. I'm so sorry, Lord.
Jesus is like, wow, how dare you?
Oops. Yeah, he's not actually perfect. He's just perfect to me.
Yeah.
He's still sinful.
Listen, he's perfect right now. That's all that matters.
He's just perfect. He's super opinionated. He's kind of a challenging little baby, but I love him. He's wonderful. So we've just been, Nick and I have been navigating life as new parents.
Y'all also moved.
New house. We just moved. We're recording this in our new house, Nick and I's new house. And we've had lots of little changes. I started a new job. And that's been a big change too. I took 9 weeks off for maternity leave and then went right back to work. So lots of big things, lots of little things. Yeah. Just lots of things.
Well, that spurs into, half the reason why we haven't podcasted in a year. It's just because so many big changes. I'm also a mom now. I spent a long time in the hospital and in the NICU with my son, which is something we'll get into at a later time, but he's home now and he's also perfect and I love him so much.
He makes the funniest noises.
Oh, he's like a little gremlin. I love him. He'll be 7 months old in 2 weeks.
Isn't
so
that
insane?
Crazy.
I know.
I can't even believe that.
I know, me neither. It is wild, but he's not here with me today. He's with my husband and I miss him so much already.
Yeah, my baby's napping and I miss him.
I know.
It's fine. It's
normal. It is normal. I mean, I assume it's normal. But that's really our biggest change in both of our lives is that we're moms now. Yeah. So we'll definitely have some more episodes on that and lots of things to talk about as we have navigated motherhood, which has definitely been one of the most challenging times in my life for sure.
For sure. And if you guys have any questions about our pregnancies that you want to know specifically about.
We were both high-risk pregnancies.
Both high-risk pregnancies in different ways and, our birth stories, raising babies, any questions that you guys have, please send them our way.
We're both C-section moms. Both are breastfeeding / pumping. So we'll have lots of things to cover for sure.
Yeah, lots of things to cover. Following
this, crazy journey. But that spurs us into, kind of answer some questions, I guess, why we've been gone for so long. But we're back.
We're back, and we wanted to obviously be able to give you guys fun episodes and cool things that we want to talk about. And when life is hard, sometimes you just need a break.
No, it's so true. And sometimes that break is just sitting down with a microphone with your best friend and talking a bunch of crap.
And here we are. What a glorious day. What a glorious day.
So, what should we discuss first?
That's a great question. Do you want to do your 2 truths and a lie?
Oh yeah, we can jump right in.
Let's jump right in.
Okay, great.
To our game.
We decided to do 2 truths and a lie, which was really hard because we obviously know each other very well.
Mm-hmm.
So this will spur us into some conversation, I am sure.
Oh, I'm really scared that I'm probably gonna get yours wrong. You told me it was so detailed.
They are detailed. I had to make them detailed because if I didn't, it wouldn't trip you up.
That's totally fair.
But I said them to Dustin, and he also didn't know.
Oh,
so
okay. If your husband doesn't know, I don't think I'm gonna know.
Okay. So I guess I'll just say mine, and then you can guess.
Okay.
One time when I was 10, I was chased by a rogue llama in a pasture, and got over a bridge onto a little island in a pond to escape it. That's my first one.
Okay.
Second one, once when I was 17, still to this day I have no idea why, but I peed the bed in the middle of the night.
Okay.
Third one, once when I was 7, and then once when I was 16, I cut my ankle on sheet metal twice, both 10 years apart almost, same ankle. Didn't get stitches either time, but should have. Okay, which one's the lie?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I believe you cutting your ankle on sheet metal. I think I believe that one.
Okay.
Because
that one is actually true.
Great. I believe that. Okay. Did you pee the bed? Or were you chased by a rogue llama? How old were you when you said you were chased by a llama?
10.
10. I'm gonna say the peeing the bed is false.
Peeing the bed is actually very embarrassing true secret.
Ugh! You were 17?
Yep, I was 17. Still to this day I have no idea what happened or why
so dead.
that happened to me. Yeah. I'm really exposing myself here because I never have told anybody that, but
the llama one just seemed so outrageous that I was like, maybe it's
actually,
true.
this is half true because it happened to my sister, not to me.
Which sister?
Allie. She was with one of her little church friends, and they were out in my great-grandparents' land, and this random llama that I have no idea who owned it or where it came from started chasing them, and we had this little island in the pond in the back of my great-grandparents' land, and it was like this very rickety, scary, narrow bridge to get over there, so they ran over the bridge onto the island to escape the llama, and my parents had to come save them. So yes, that one's half true, but it did not happen to me.
Okay, great, because I was like, remembering things about your upbringing, I was like, that definitely could be true. It definitely could be true, which is why I was like,
you'll have to ask Allie more details on that story one day.
Yeah, Allie, if you're listening, please come on the pod.
Yeah, tell the story of your rogue llama experience.
We would literally love to have you on the pod.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun.
Yeah, I don't know.
Congratulations on wedding the bed.
Thank you. 17. When I was 17.
Yeah.
I really don't, like, looking back now, it was right around the time that I was breaking up with my very toxic ex, so I don't know if it was like my body's stress response.
Totally.
But at 17, I was like, oh dear God, what just happened to me? Like, I was like, what's going on? So then I thought maybe I had like a UTI or something, but then nothing ever happened after that. So, I don't know.
I think in my brain, if that had happened, I would have been like, did I forget how to hold my pee? Like, do I need to potty train myself again?
Literally, I was.
Should I get adult diapers?
I was. Can you imagine me at 17 having to go to Walmart and buy like Depends or something?
Oh my gosh, that reminds me. So Lisa Rinna, who is a TV personality, she was on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She's on The Traitors. She's on lots of different things. She was a spokesperson for Depends.
No way. Was you? When?
This was, years ago, because it was a storyline. Well, not really a storyline. It was like a quip on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills when I was watching it, and she was like, it was basically, she was saying like, I'll do anything to make a buck, essentially.
That's wild.
And then they cut to her, like, some of her advertisements with Depends adult diapers, and it was so funny because she was like, I made a lot of money on that, you guys should not be making fun of me for that.
Wow, she's straight up proud. That's crazy. Well,
I'm
I guess
so
we
sorry
should
about the noise of my chair. It almost gave out on me.
Bust through.
I know I'm fat, but that's really rude.
That's so dramatic.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Well, I did not have to buy Depends when I was 17.
Thank
Luckily,
goodness.
it was a one-off, strange
Fantastic.
event that happened to me. But unfortunately, I really debated if I was going to share that.
That's totally
But
fair.
I did.
So I have clarifying questions about the wetting the bed. When you woke up, were you just in a large pile? Did the peeing itself wake you up?
It woke me up.
Okay.
So, like, I was having a dream,
Okay.
and in my dream, whatever was happening, I was, like, constantly having to pee
Yeah.
in my dream.
Yeah.
But that didn't wake me up. So then finally in my dream, I went to the bathroom, and then I did it in real life, and then that
Yeah.
woke me up, and I was like,
Interesting.
what is happening right now?
Is that
So, yeah.
technically the definition of a wet dream?
Oh, I think that could be a definition of a wet dream, but I don't think that's most people's definition. So
Anyways.
oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah,
That's
so
wonderful.
there you go. Now you know my secret.
I mean, girl, things happen.
Yeah, I don't know why that happened, but
I don't know why that happened either. Trauma.
I guess so. All right, let's see if I can guess yours.
Okay, so my 2 truths and a lie all come from one particular story.
Oh Lord.
And
Okay.
you've heard this story before. I've told
Okay.
you
Okay.
before.
I'm just gonna have to remember.
You're gonna have to remember. Okay, so number 1, statement number 1. One time, I kissed a guy at a local park near my house, and then later that day, my parents called me into their bedroom. So I thought I was getting in trouble, but they were just telling me that my grandpa died.
I remember. Oh, you're
That's statement 1.
Okay.
Statement 2, the guy that I kissed was my physical therapist.
Okay.
Statement 3, he played football at USC, and that's why I liked him so much. This is just really racking your brain for the details of this story, because I know you've talked about it.
I do remember you telling me that you thought you were gonna get in trouble, but really your grandpa just died,
Okay.
which is sad.
Mm-hmm.
And I do remember that you had a little fling with your physical therapist.
What
was
was it?
he the guy that you
Story.
kissed in the park?
Mm-hmm.
I think he was. I'm gonna say that the lie is that he played football, and that's why you liked him. I think you liked him for a different reason.
Okay, that
that
is
the
the
lie?
lie.
Okay.
But it was a lie for a different reason.
Okay.
But you guessed it correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
I remember the
Yeah.
story. I do remember.
Okay, well let's dive into it. Let me set the stage for you.
Okay.
It's 2018.
How old were you?
I was in college. I was 21.
20? Yeah, 21. Okay.
I know I was 21 because I went to Vegas while I was talking to him for someone else's birthday, and I had already been 21 for a little bit. So I was 21 or 22.
Okay.
Well, what year is it? It's 2026. So that was 8 years ago. So I was 22.
Okay. 22. Young 20s.
22. And I had a bad knee since high school.
Yeah, you had surgery.
Yes. Well, I had surgery in 2018. So I hurt my knee in high school, and I went to multiple rounds of like physical therapy before my insurance would approve any kind of surgery for me. So in 2018, I finally had enough, and I was like, my knee, I need surgery.
Right.
So I had surgery in 2018, and I got sent immediately to physical therapy afterwards at a new place that was like more equipped to handle me, you know, post surgery.
Yeah.
And I was in a straight leg brace, so I literally had to learn how to like rebend my knee, essentially.
That's so sad, but I bet you look so cute.
I used to hobble around because
you had to.
You can't bend your knee. You gotta kind of like walk with your leg out.
Yeah.
You know. So I was hobbling. Anyways, so I had this surgery done on a break from school because my parents wanted me obviously to be home for a little bit to help me out, things like that. So my parents had to drive me to physical therapy, and then they would just sit in the parking lot, and you know, I would come out afterwards. Anyways, first day of physical therapy, I meet the physical therapy assistant. He's not an actual physical therapist. He was just an assistant there. And he was attractive. Very attractive man. And he and I were similar-ish in age. He had just graduated college a few years before. So he was like mid to later 20s. Yeah. But similar enough age where it wasn't weird. And we would talk every physical therapy session. And he was the one who was like primarily assigned to helping me, you know, relearn all of these things. For real.
Blessed.
And I learned a lot about him, that he used to play football at UCLA. And I was, you know, super attracted to that. I was like, yes, that's amazing. And we just became friends. So this should have been a sign of his maturity. He asked me if he could add me on Snapchat so that we could chat.
We hate Snapchat.
On Snapchat.
Gross.
And I was like, okay, I guess that's fine. So we added each other on Snapchat and we just started chatting. And we chatted for months. Like months. I mean, I was in physical therapy for a long time after my surgery. And we chatted for a long time. And I remember chatting with him when I, you know, took trips to Vegas with my friends and like did all these things. Like I don't know if I would even say we liked each other. Yeah. Yes, you would say.
You were like in the talking stage.
Yes. Yes. And one day he messaged me and he was like, I really want to meet you on my lunch break. And I was like, okay, this seems a little weird. We had never hung out outside.
Oh, so he had never asked you like on an official date. He was just like chatting you up.
Yes. And we had never hung out outside of literally the physical therapy office. Right. You know, so I was like, okay, I guess that's fine. And he was like, well, where do you want to meet? And in my mind, I was like, somewhere public. Yeah. Obviously. I don't actually know you that well.
First of all, how lame of him to not like ask you on a lunch date. Instead, he's like, let's meet on my lunch break. And then he asks you to pick the place. Bro, what? That's so annoying.
You use Snapchat to communicate.
I know, yeah, I know.
Like, we can't have high hopes for these people.
It's true.
We can't have high hopes. So, I picked a park. Like, semi near my house, but like basically halfway in between my house and the physical therapy place where he worked. And my dad was home, and I said, I'm gonna go get some coffee. So I was just like,
let's just remember the fact that you're 22 and you're lying to your parents about meeting a guy in the park.
Well, here's the thing. I actually can't defend it. Never mind. I can't even defend it. There's no defense.
I was married. By the time I was 22, I'd been married for 2 years. And you're like, oh no, I'm gonna go get coffee.
Okay, well, first of all, I do think it's straight insanity that you got married before your frontal lobe had developed, but
I also can't defend that. I'm just saying that was...
I think it's literally crazy.
Okay, anyway, so you go to not get coffee, but meet this man in the park.
Well, to be fair, I did actually go get coffee.
Okay.
Because
you can't lie.
I can't, I mean, yeah. I'm not gonna, like, straight up lie. Like, it was a half-truth, you know? But I wasn't gonna be like, I'm gonna go get coffee and then go meet a man in the park.
Right.
So I went and got coffee, and then I met a man in the park. It was, like, the shortest, most awkward interactions I've ever had in my entire life. We both got out of our cars. We both, like, walked towards each other. He was like, hey, how are you doing? I was like, I'm fine. What's up? You know? And then he kissed me.
He just straight went in for it?
Yeah.
What?
It was so
What
strange.
did he think? Y'all were just gonna, like, bang it out right there in the park? Like, what's going on?
I have absolutely no idea what was going through this man's brain. Absolutely no idea. But, I mean, the kiss was fine. But I was literally like, okay, thanks. Like, I don't know what you want from me now. Like,
should have thrown your coffee in his face.
It was so strange. So I was like, okay, like, did you have anything you wanted to talk to me about? And he was like, no, I just, like, really wanted to kiss you for a long time. And I was like, I think this is the least romantic kiss I've ever had in my life.
Really. If he really wanted to kiss you, why did he not, like, invite you to dinner?
Right.
And have you, you know, look nice and come pick you up? Like,
right. I'm pretty sure I was wearing sweatpants.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what? That's so confusing.
Anyways, so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go now. Because I did not want to be there any longer than I had to be.
That was probably the biggest blow to his ego.
It was so awkward. I just didn't want to be there anymore. So I left, and I went home. Literally, fast forward. Again, remember, I'm 22 years old. I was sitting in my bedroom, and my mom texts me, and she's like, hey, are you still awake? And I was still awake, so I was like, yeah, what's up? And she's like, can you come to our bedroom?
Immediate hit.
And I was like,
what did you think they were gonna do, yell at you?
Yes. Absolutely, I thought they were gonna yell at me. And I was like, they know that I kissed a man in the park. They know. And then I started to rack my brain. Did you see a truck drive by? Could it have been your father in a truck? Did he leave the house while you were gone? But you thought he was going to be at home, but did he leave the house? Like, mom was at work, so mom is not the one who saw you, but, like, could dad have seen you? And then dad went and told mom, and now we've got a problem. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. So I go into their bedroom, and they're sitting on the bed next to each other. When I walk in, they're, like, on the edge of the bed.
Yeah. And
I walk in, and I'm like, hey, what's up? And my mom was like, we have something to talk to you about. Like, we just want to make sure, like, that we, like, tell you and blah, blah, blah. And then they told me that my grandpa had died. And
was it, I know this is literally a terrible question, was it relief and then grief?
Yes.
Okay. It's like you feel terrible,
yes,
like, for having that feeling of relief.
No, absolutely, absolutely. It was like, I was like, oh my gosh, they didn't see me kiss this man in the park. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh my gosh, my grandpa died.
This is so much worse.
So much worse.
Oh,
yeah, it was kind of crazy.
Wow.
I know. I talked to him for a while after that.
You still talk to him?
I got to see him at physical therapy every single week.
Can you imagine though, like, if your dad did drive by and see you kiss him and then immediately leave? What he would have thought?
I have no idea. But thinking back on it, if my dad had seen me do anything, he immediately would have pulled over and been like, what are you doing?
That's true. Like, I don't think your dad's one to, like, go consult your mom in that scenario.
No. He would have been like, who is this man?
Yeah.
You know? And I don't think he would have ultimately cared all that much. I mean, just a few years later, I was seriously dating my ex-boyfriend, and I was at his house all the time. You know, just the two of us. So, like, I don't think my dad would have been like, why are you kissing people?
Right.
You know, he probably would have been like, do you even know this man?
Yeah, he'd be like, who is that?
Right, but I don't think he ultimately would have cared all that much. But I, who had never talked to my dad about any kind of relationship before, was like shaking in my custom baby seal leather boots. I was like so nervous.
I'm so dead. Oh my gosh.
And if you guys don't get that reference, that is a reference to the movie Megamind, which is one of the best animated movies ever made, and you should go watch it.
It's one that Vanessa quotes quite regularly.
Yeah.
I almost played it for the babies the other day.
Ah. Yeah, every time I see a spider, I say, Spider, Arachnus Dethicus. And then every time I'm just like a little bit nervous, I say that I'm shaking in my custom baby seal leather boots.
It is a good movie.
It's fantastic. Fantastic.
Man.
Anyways, I digressed. That is the story about me and my physical therapist kissing in a park at 22 years old and me thinking that I was going to get in trouble with my parents.
Well, I'm really sorry that your grandpa died instead. That's really sad.
Honestly, me too. He was a wonderful man.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah. Anyways, that's my 2 truths and a lie. You got it right.
I'm so proud of myself for remembering that story, honestly. Because it's been a long time since we've talked about that.
Dang, sounds like I need to ask you more questions about your life. Honestly, this reminds me, 2 years ago, 2 years ago, we had been really good friends for a year at that point.
Yeah. I was thinking the other day how long we had known each other, and it's been like over 3 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think we had been really good friends for about a year at this point. You had just started your new job in McKinney, and I was still at my job in Sulphur Springs.
Yeah.
And I was planning to come, I had already signed on a contract to work at the same clinic that you were now at.
Right.
And you texted me, and you said, "What's your favorite color?" And I literally thought, I was like, that's a great question, because I do not know this girl's favorite color either.
I feel like that's how you know we're best friends, though, because I know every dirty secret about your life, but like, you ask me what your favorite color is, and I'm like,
idea.
I think maybe she likes blue.
Yes. Yes.
I know for sure, but I don't know what your favorite is.
And then I was like, I made a joke to you. I answered, and I was like, blue. If I have to choose, blue is fine. And then I made a joke. I was like, how do you not know my favorite color? And you literally were like, well, what's my favorite color? And I was like, I have no idea.
You were like, dang it, caught.
I have absolutely no idea.
Yeah, and then you made fun of me because my favorite color is yellow, and it has been for a long time. And you were like, whose favorite color is yellow?
Yes. That is exactly what happened. But now, every time I see, like, sunflowers, I think of you. Because I'm like, yeah,
that's so sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like disgusting shades of yellow, but
fair.
Most yellow makes me happy. It's like a happy color.
It's very interesting.
I don't know.
I think of pea.
Well, that's a color of yellow I just don't really care for.
Oh.
It's pea yellow.
Interesting. Anyways, that reminded me of that story.
Do you know your best friend's favorite color? I want to know. Y'all tell us.
I mean, now we do.
Well, we do now, but
Yeah.
I want to know
We
if
did
followers
not before.
know.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it just like walking around knowledge that you have your best friend's favorite color in your brain?
So, I want to change the subject a little bit.
Okay.
So, talking about being new moms.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the Facebook groups.
Oh my god.
I want to talk about them. So there's a couple of main types of Facebook groups that you're going to find, and any women who have been pregnant before or, are pregnant right now, you'll know that there are these Facebook groups out there. There's the due date groups.
Yes.
So you're going to find, it's like April 2026 babies, which is like the one that I'm in because he was supposed to be an April 2026 baby. He was born at the very end of March, but like I can still be in the group because that's what his due date was. And they're going to ask advice, right? So like while you're pregnant, they're going to, what do I do about this? Like,
yeah, or like share stories or
share
whatever.
Stories,
yeah.
like this happened at my OB appointment, and like basically like ask for advice and help,
right.
and be a support group, right? Well, once you have the babies, the tone of the groups totally change.
Yeah, because women are crazy.
So then the groups become things like, my husband of 11 years hired a stripper and then slept with the stripper.
Yeah.
While I was in the other room.
Yeah.
What do I do?
What do you mean? You leave?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
And then they're like, my 8-week-old baby was also in the house.
Oh my god. I literally saw one the other day in one of my mom groups very similar to that, and she was like, my husband of, I don't know, like 15 years, they had like 3 kids together. He got arrested in my front yard this morning for sending nudes to a child in Florida. What do I do?
Oh my gosh!
What do you do? Girl, what are you saying?
File as many police reports as you can. Get a restraining order. Divorce that man.
Yeah, she was like, I'm so shocked. I never saw this coming, which like,
fair,
I
guess.
But it's happened now, so don't
right.
ask a Facebook group what you're supposed to do about that.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, that reminds me that, Alyssa and I are part of a group that it's basically all that. It's like all women who low-key hate their husbands,
yes,
hate their partners, and they're like, what do I do? My partner yelled at me, my partner cheated on me, my partner did this, my partner did that. And sometimes the women are valid, right? Like sometimes it's totally valid. And sometimes it's the craziest stuff you've ever heard.
It really is. It makes you feel like you do have a normal life.
Yeah.
It makes you grateful for you know, the boring fights that we do have with our husbands, because my husband didn't get arrested in my front yard, you know, like, my husband didn't hire a stripper and sleep with her in the next room while my baby was in the house, like,
by that standard, we're literally living the dream.
We are, it's true. They think our husbands are, like, the golden child. We don't think that.
We don't think that. We will digress more on relationships with new babies later.
Oh man, that's gonna have to be a whole episode.
Yeah, I could probably talk for hours.
Yeah, me too.
About that.
But it's not gonna be as crazy as those women.
It's not gonna be as crazy as those women. And it's so funny because my original, like, due date group had, like, an offshoot group that became, like, an uncensored group.
Yep.
So I joined that one too, because why the heck not, right?
I mean, if you're on Facebook, you might as well read the drama.
Might as well. And everyone in that group is fighting about something. Everyone. And it's so funny.
It is funny.
And they're like, they'll tag people. So they'll be like, at Faith, why would you say that in that comment about me?
Like, as a post?
As a post. And I was just sitting there.
You're like, you don't know this girl.
You don't know this girl.
What?
This girl could live in a literally different country than you.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's, like, open for
right,
the entire
everybody.
world. Yeah. And so I'm like, what is happening? But it's so funny. One of the admins the other day posted that she had left the original group because they had creative differences.
So she wanted the drama. She was like, let all these posts be accepted.
Creative differences in a mom's
group. Yeah, I didn't know that the moms groups on Facebook were so wild. But I should have known, because there's like groups on Facebook for everything.
Yeah.
Have you seen that group on Facebook that it's like, are we dating the same man?
Yes. I'm
There's
in the
one for
local
Dallas.
one. Yeah.
Not you with literally no question or anything that your husband is cheating. Like, you're totally not questioning that, and you're like, I'm joining this group.
I literally saw it pop up on my Facebook and I said, join.
I'm dead. That's so funny.
Yeah, I'm literally the Dallas Fort Worth one. Are you kidding me?
It's wild in there.
I have to find out.
It's so crazy.
If this man that I've never seen in my entire life is dating multiple women.
And he probably is.
He probably is.
Most of them are.
Most of them are. And
I mean, if you have a reason to go to that group and ask, are we dating the same man?
Yeah.
He's probably doing something sketchy.
Yeah. But honestly, I love a random Facebook group.
Me too.
I really do.
It does make you feel better about your life. I'm not gonna lie.
It does. Yeah. I feel uplifted. I feel like even though life is hard, at least it's not that hard.
Man, that's true. I don't know what I would do right now if something like that happened.
You mean if your husband brought a stripper to your house? Or if your husband got arrested for child pornography?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what I would do, but then I don't know, like,
Divorce.
what I would do with myself, you know? Like,
Yeah.
afterward?
Yeah.
Like, that's the part that I'm like, what?
Well, you can move in here. We have an extra room.
I'd have to. We'd have to live with 2 babies in the house, which would be a lot, but that's okay.
Honestly, vibes.
I mean, I babysit both the boys 3 days a week anyway. So.
This is true. She is affectionately known as my house manager.
Yeah, I don't have a real job anymore, so instead,
I'm so jealous.
instead I just nanny.
Well,
for
first of all,
Vanessa.
being a mom is a real job.
Well, that's true.
Second of all, being a nanny is a real job.
It is quite hard sometimes.
Especially because my baby likes to scream.
I mean, sometimes both of our babies like to scream,
This
and
is
then
true.
I don't really know what to do sometimes. Sometimes I just sit there and I'm like this. Because I just don't know what to do.
So when you dissociate, where do you go in your brain?
Somewhere where the babies can't cry there.
Oh.
Just like where I can't hear them crying.
Do you have like a specific like land? Like do you have did you create a world in your brain where you dissociate when the baby's crying?
No, not necessarily. I think I mostly just ask myself like what I'm doing here sometimes.
Oh,
so, you know what I
right,
mean? Like
totally.
I'm like, how did I get here?
How did I get here?
Yeah.
Well, to be clear, you offered.
It's true.
So,
It's very true.
how you got here is by offering.
I did, and I don't regret it. But some days. Sorry. Let's pause 1 second.
Are you dying?
Yes.
Alyssa is currently dying. We will
So
probably
sorry.
not keep this in the podcast.
Let's just edit that part out.
but might be kind of funny to keep it in.
People are just listening to me cough on their car radios for like 15 seconds.
Should I beatbox in the background? Or
yes.
should I? Okay, I actually can't beatbox. It's really embarrassing. Should I sing a song?
Why would you even offer to beatbox? That's so rude.
Well, because Nick can beatbox really well and Knox loves it. So
Stop.
Nick will beatbox and Knox will start like, jamming along to it, and then I try to join and he starts crying.
He's like, Mom, please.
It's like, this is the most embarrassing thing I've ever been witness to in my life.
That's so funny. He's like, this is me and Dad time. Please go away.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Well, anyways.
I don't remember what you're talking about.
We were just talking about me dissociating from life sometimes.
Oh, yes. Yes.
But we had some other things to discuss today, didn't we?
I have no idea, girlfriend.
Great.
Brain is mush.
Every day.
Brain is mush every day.
Yeah.
I will say, I am very excited for this new series that we're going to start.
Oh, yes.
With
We
our
do need to
podcast.
talk about that.
So let's talk about this. So, I got this idea from a podcast called Emotionally Online. So, you guys should totally go listen to them because they're so funny. They're two girls in their late 20s, just like us. I actually think one of them's 30. And they basically started this series within their overarching podcast where they rewatch Vanderpump Rules and then they podcast about it. So each episode is a podcast episode, each TV episode. And I love Vanderpump Rules. So I started listening to the podcast and it is so funny. So I thought we should totally do something similar.
Yeah.
We should just pick another Bravo show and we should watch one episode at a time and podcast about it.
Yep.
So that's what we're going to do.
So these are going to be our filler episodes so that when y'all are waiting for us to release a main episode, we'll have these filler episodes. So even if you don't watch it, you should still listen.
You should still listen.
And you can get the lore.
Yeah, you can get the lore. So basically the idea is to literally go scene by scene and talk about what happens and who the people are and what the drama is.
Yeah, I have a whole notes app. So that's what we're going to record after this. So you guys need to make sure that you listen.
Yes.
To that new series that we're going to be doing.
And if you're watching this video, here's a cat.
She showed you her butt specifically.
Yeah, her name is Mint, and she's sometimes a good cat.
She has something to say, I think.
Minty, do you have something to say?
Thank you,
Okay.
Mint.
Sniffles brought to you by Mint. So, do you want to reveal what TV show we're doing, or should we leave that?
No, I think we
For
should
next
leave
episode.
that for the first filler
Okay.
episode that we do.
Okay.
And we should announce it.
I'm super excited. You guys should totally watch it.
But it is a Bravo
And listen to it.
series that
Yes,
we're doing.
it is a Bravo series.
Which is Real Housewives, for those of you who don't know.
Real Housewives, Vanderpump Rules, even like Top Chef is technically a Bravo series.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, you should stay tuned, and we'll
I'm so excited.
release that episode so y'all can listen.
So excited. Well, honestly, we don't want to take up too much of your time.
Yeah.
I feel like on our first recap episode.
I think this has been a good one.
I think so. We really just wanted to let you guys know that we're so back.
We're back, and
We're
we
like-
are so ready.
No, we're like so back.
We're so back.
We're so
You guys
back.
don't even know.
Like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
So crazy.
It's crazy how back we are. It's crazy.
We're so excited for you guys to stay tuned and to bring more episodes to you, especially talking about some mom core things.
Yes.
I think those will be good.
Yes.
So.
And our biggest request to you guys for right now is please tell us what you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be honest, we're freaking hilarious. So we can talk about anything.
It's true.
And you could literally tell us to make up stories for an entire podcast and we would do it.
It would be so fun.
It would be so fun. So literally, if you want us to debase ourselves, humiliate ourselves for the views, we'll do it.
We will.
We'll do it. Just tell us what you want us to say.
It's for the views.
It's for the views. And if anyone wants to come on the pod,
You
please.
just let us know.
please
Us and
come
our
on the
3
pod.
listeners.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes. So shout out to those 3 listeners. If any of you want to come on the pod.
When I was telling my sister about my 2 truths and a lie, and I was like, is this one too embarrassing to share? And she was like, I mean, I don't think so. It was a long time ago. I said, yeah, I mean, who am I going to be bullied by? Our 3 listeners? And she was like, exactly. And so really,
and she
truly,
is one of the 3 listeners.
yeah, the only person I'm worried about bullying me is Nicholas.
Well, yeah,
He probably will.
he's gonna bully you.
It's okay.
He bullies you anyways.
It's true. I'm like giving him ammunition.
He made a comment this morning that involved you, and I blocked it out because I said, don't talk about my best friend that way.
It's okay. I bully him back, so just
As he should. As you should. As he should. Not as he should. As you should.
As I should.
As you should.
Okay, y'all stay tuned. We'll be back, and we hope you like our new series that we're gonna be doing.
And always remember, what was our tagline? It's been too long, you guys.
It's been a whole year. We should.
It's
be
right there.
ruthless.
It's like right on the tip of my tongue. If you weren't invited,
if you're not invited anywhere else, you're always invited here. Bye, guys.